Hello students, our today's topic is regression, which is a very important topic for ISC. Those students are appearing for class 12 examination. So let us start our today's topic, that is regression. So let's see first what is regression. Regression, let us start with bivariate data. Now, if we are given two variables x and y and corresponding to each value of x, there is a specific value of y. We say the observations are x1, y1, x2, y2, x3, y3 and xn, yn. Since there are two variables, the first arising question is that whether there exists a relation between them or not. Clear? So, the relation between two variables is called correlation, and correlation is denoted by R, or sometimes we use the symbol rho. Now one thing is that correlation lies between -1 and +1. So we write -1 less or equals to R is less or equals to 1. So this range can be divided into three parts. One, -1 less or equal to R less than 0, or R equals to 0, or 0 is less than R is less or equals to 1. So if the value of R lies between -1 and 0, then we say that the correlation between them is negative. Negative correlation. Next, here no correlation. If R equals to 0, then no correlation. And if R lies between 0 to 1, then it's a positive correlation. So this is the problem of correlation. Now you think that, let us suppose X is rainfall, I am writing R, and Y is the yield of a certain crop. Clear? Now x1, y1, x2, y2, xn, yn, these observations, we assume that they are the observation for last 10 years. Clear? So last 10 years, we have seen that if x1 is the rainfall, I am writing 10 over here, x1 is the rainfall, then y1 is the yield of crop. Clear? Now, if for the 11th year we get the rainfall, then we can make an estimate of what is going to be the yield of crop. Clear? And this process of estimation is called regression. So, let us write the definition of regression. Now see, let us see what is the definition of regression. Regression means the estimation of most likely value of one variable while the corresponding value of other variable is known. This estimation is done by using a suitable equation which obtained on the basis of the bivariate set of observation. That is what we have seen. X has values x1, x2 xn, and y has values y1 y2 yn. Now if there is some extra value of xn, that is xn plus 1, so what will be the corresponding value of y? that we can find by using a mathematical equation, and this mathematical equation is obtained on this pair of observation. Clear? Here x1, y1, x2, y2, dot dot dot, xn, yn are known. So from this pair of observation we find some mathematical equation on which if we put the value xn plus 1, we obtain the value of other variable, that is maybe yn plus 1. So clearly there are two cases. We may need to find out the value of x when y is known, or we may need to find out the value of y when x is known. Clear? So there are two regression equation also. The two regression equations are known as, number one, x is to be estimated based on y. Briefly we say that x on y, and this equation is x minus x bar equals to bxy into y minus y bar, and the other equation is y is to be estimated based on x. In brief, y on x, and this equation is y minus y bar equal to byx into x minus x bar. Now the problem is, here we have to find the value of x bar, y bar, bxy and byx. Now bxy and byx, they both called regression coefficient. Clear? And x bar, we know how to find out x bar. X bar means sum of observation of x by the number of observation. So x bar is calculated by using the formula sigma x by n. Similarly, y bar is calculated by using the formula sigma y by n. Now we need to know how to find out the value of both regression coefficients. Now see, bxy is calculated by the formula covariance of xy by variance of y. Clear? X, y, see that y is coming in the denominator. Now covariance of xy, and variance is the square of SD, SD for standard deviation, and standard deviation is denoted by the symbol sigma, that is small sigma. So here SD of y whole square, that means variance of y. So instead of variance of y, I am writing SD of y whole square, that is sigma y whole square. So bxy equals to covariance of xy by sigma y whole square. Now see that covariance is calculated by the formula 1 by n sigma x minus x bar into y minus y bar, and variance is calculated by the formula 1 by n into sigma x variance of y sigma y minus y bar whole square. Now this leads to two results. One is just cancel 1 by n and 1 by n from numerator and denominator. So we get a simplified form like this: x minus x bar into y minus y bar by sigma y minus y bar whole square. Another simplified form is that n into sigma xy minus sigma x into sigma y by n into sigma y square minus sigma y whole square. Clear? So we can find bxy, the value of bxy, by using any one of the formula. Similarly, we can also write byx equals to, either we can use the formula covariance of xy, that is x minus x bar into y minus y bar, by variance of x. So variance of x is to be calculated by using x minus x bar whole square. Otherwise, another formula is that n into sigma xy minus sigma x into sigma y by n into sigma x square minus sigma x whole square. Clear? So bxy and byx can be calculated by using any one of the form, either this or this. Similarly for byx. Now we shall discuss how to solve the problems of regression and which formula is to be used. So first I am taking an example, ISC 2012. Here it is, you can see that given that sigma x equal to 30, sigma y is 42, sigma xy is 199, sigma x square is 184, sigma y square is 318, and n equals to 6. There are three subparts of these questions. Find the regression coefficients. So see that first is bxy. So clearly we use this formula because you can see that separately sigma x, sigma y, sigma xy are given. So here I am putting that n into sigma xy, n is 6, sigma xy is 199, minus sigma x into sigma y, that is 30 into 42 by 6 into sigma y square. Sigma y square is 318 minus sigma y whole square. Sigma y is 42, therefore 42 whole square. So this one is minus 0.458. After calculating, I am getting minus 0.458. Similarly, you can see that another regression coefficient is bxy. Sorry, this one is bxy and this one is byx. byx. So byx is same the numerator n into sigma xy minus sigma x into sigma y, and x is there. So x is in the denominator, that is the variance of x, which is calculated by using the formula n sigma x square minus sigma x whole square. Similarly, numerator is same, so I am not describing. The denominator is n sigma x square. See that n is 6, sigma x square 184 minus sigma x whole square. Sigma x is 30, 30 whole square. After calculating, I am getting minus 0.324. So the first part is done. Next, x on y, we are finding the equation. X is to be estimated based on y. So the equation, we know that x minus x bar equals to bxy into y minus y bar. So here we have calculated the value of x bar. X bar is sigma x by n, that is 30 by 6 equals to 5, and y bar is sigma y by n, that is 42 by 6 equal to 7. So x minus 5 equal to the value of bxy into y minus 6. So after calculating, I am getting this result. X equal to minus 0.458y plus 7.748. Another equation is y minus y bar equals to byx into x minus x bar. So we put the value y minus y bar is 6, byx we have already seen minus 0.324 into x minus x bar is 5. So after simplifying we are getting this result. And another part is remaining, the likely value of y when x equals to 10. That means here what they are saying, that you have to find the value of y when x is 10. Clear? See that you have to find the value of y when x is 10. So what does it mean? You must use the equation y is to be estimated based on x. That means we use the equation y on x and see that y on x is y equals to, here I am working out, y equals to minus 0.324x plus 7.62. Here we put for x equals to 10. So y equals to minus 0.324 into 10 plus 7.62. Now you will calculate the value by using your calculator. Now here I am taking another example, example number 2. The question of ISC 2015, you can see here 8 pairs, 1, 2, 3, 4, you calculate 8 pairs of observations are given and the question is find the regression lines and estimate the value of y when x equal to 13.5. Now see that the first pair, the first observation of each pair is the values of are the values of x. So x has values 9, 10, 11 dot 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 up to 16, and the second observation of each pair are the values of y. So we have written down the values of y minus 4, minus 3 and so on. Now after adding sigma x, let us suppose I am not forming these columns. Clear? I am not forming these columns. Adding sigma x we get 100 and number of observation is 8. So when we calculate x bar, we see that x bar is a decimal value, not a complete integral value. Similarly, y bar is also a decimal value. So in this case, we also do not use this formula sigma x minus x bar into y minus y bar, because as x bar and y bar are the decimal values, if we use this formula, the calculation will be not be easy. In each case, it will produce decimal, so calculation will take time and better to say the calculation will be much more laborious. So here we also use, if we find that x bar and y bar are not complete integer, we do not use this formula. Again we are doing the same thing. For each value we calculate xy, that is 9 into minus 4, 10 into minus 3. By this way we have calculated xy. Then x square, each value of x is squared, 9 square, 10 square, 11 square, 12 square and so on, and then y square. Clear? So when directly set of observations are given, we have to form 5 column, x column and y column form you form first, and see that whether x bar is a complete integer and y bar is complete integer or not. If they are not complete integer, then form another 3 column, xy, x square, y square, and find the sum of each of the 5 columns. Now we know that the formula bxy equal to n into sigma xy minus sigma x sigma y. So by putting all these values, I am here getting 0.596. Similarly byx, using the formula I am getting 2.584, and we know that the equation of x on y is x minus x bar equals to bxy into y minus y bar. Another is x, so putting all these value, x bar has value, you can see 12.5, y bar has value 1.125. So I'm getting the simplified form of the equation x equal to 0.596y plus 11.83, which is the equation of x on y, or x is to be estimated based on y. Similarly, the equation of y on x or y is to be estimated based on x is this one. Now the last part of the question is find the value of y when x equal to 13.5. That means y is to be estimated based on x. Clearly you can see that. Find y when x is this 13.5. That means y is to be estimated based on x. So in this equation here we put for x equals to 13.5, for x equals to 13.5, y equals to 2.854 into 13.5 minus 34.55. Now you will calculate the value by using your calculator. Now here you take another example. See that purchase data and sales data are given. So the purchase we take as x and put the values. Similarly, sales we take as y, another variable, and writing the value in a column. Now see that after adding sigma x, I am getting 750, and after adding sigma y, I am getting 1150. And you can see that n equals to 10 over here. By counting the number of observation, we get n equals to 10. So clearly x bar is 75 and y bar is sigma y by n, that is 115. So you can see that here x bar and y bar are both complete integer. Now here we can reduce the values of variable by using the formula x equals to, that is x minus x bar and y minus y bar. That means here we are going to use this formula bxy equals, you can see one of the simplified formula for bxy was sigma x minus x bar into y minus y bar by sigma y minus y bar whole square. Since x bar or y bar are complete integer, therefore x in each of the case x minus x bar we get complete integral values, as well as in case of y minus y bar we get all complete integral values. So here we are finding out x minus x bar. Now see that x value is 62 and x bar is 75. So 62 minus 75 minus 13, 72 minus 75 minus 3. By this way we have calculated x minus x bar. Now what is required? X minus x bar whole square. That is when we are going to calculate byx, the formula would be sigma x minus x bar into y minus y bar by sigma x minus x bar whole square. So here we have calculated x minus x bar whole square, minus 13 square 169 minus 3 square 9 by this way, and we have added. So sigma x minus x bar whole square I am getting 2240. Similarly I am calculating y minus y bar. Here y bar equal to 115, and from each value of y by subtracting y bar, that is 115, that means 112 minus 115 you will get minus 3, 124 minus 115 you will get 9. So by this way these are the deviation from mean for the values of y, and then we have calculated y minus y bar whole square, that is 3 minus 3 square 9 square by this way, and you can see that the sum of square of all these deviation is 2690. So this part and this part are calculated. See that y minus y bar whole square and sigma x minus x bar whole square is calculated. Now for denominator we need to calculate x minus x bar into y minus y bar. Now see that what is the value? X minus x bar is minus 13 and y minus y bar is minus 3. So multiplying we get plus 39. Here x minus x bar is minus 3 and y minus y bar is 9. So multiplying we get minus 27. So by this way, if we add all of them, we get 1753. So see that in this case the formula is very simple. Sigma x minus x bar into y minus y bar and by y minus y bar whole square sigma. So what I am getting, just directly putting the values 1753 by 2690. So the result is 0.625. So bxy, that means it is the regression coefficient of x on y, and here I am finding the equation of x on y is x minus x bar equals to bxy into y minus y bar. Now this one is x minus x bar, you can see that 75 and y bar is 115 and this is the value of bxy. So after simplifying we are getting x equal to 0.625y plus 0.02. Clear? Similarly you will find the value of the byx and then you in the same process you will find the value find the equation of y on x.